Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. So in research methodology we have seen data collection methods, primary data and secondary data. If these two, if you are perfect, next topic is questionnaire. How to prepare the questionnaire. When do we use this questionnaire? For the collection of data, primary data. When you want primary data, questionnaire especially for marketing, HR and also finance related research, whenever you wanted to do, this questionnaire is very much important in primary data collection. So how do you draft this questionnaire? What are the main important things you have to remember? All these things we are going to discuss in depth. Do you know that the quality of questionnaire which will solve 50% of your research? Based on your questionnaire, you are going to get the quality of the research. So that is why you need to be very careful while designing, drafting this questionnaire. Main important components of drafting this questionnaire are, first thing is that words. So when we prepare this questionnaire, words, what words we are using it, that is very much important. Use the relevant words, crisp words and which will be easily understandable by the other person to whom you are giving the questionnaire, audience, okay. So in that way you have to choose the words. If words are not clear, they may not understand the questionnaire. If questionnaire is not understand, then automatically quality you won't find it. So that's about the words, choosing the words carefully. And second one is that questions, what type of questions you are choosing it. Questions are setups, you can say. There are 4 types of questions. Some people use all type of questions. In my research I have taken all these questions, all type of questions. Some people follow only particular setup questions only. Now what type of setups or what type of questions are there? First thing is that simple alternative questions. Simple alternative questions means you have given something like the services of banking is good, the services of banking, and options you have given good, bad. Only 2 options, okay. Yes or no, true or false, this kind of questions, that we say simple alternative choice you have given, alternative questions we say. We can use this one. And another one is that multiple choice questions. You have given multiple choice like A, B, C, D or E, multiple choice. The respondent is going to choose any one according to the question. This is multiple choice questions, you know it very well. Third one is that special information question. Special information question means what is your age? Special information we want. What is your income? What is your name? Special information. Most of the time personal information only we can draft it like this, okay. That's about special information question. Then fourth one is open question. Open question means the choice is given to the respondent. On the whole, what kind of advices do you want to recommend to the stock exchange? This could be open question. Means you are asking them to respond in their own words. No choice, they have to respond. So what is your opinion about marketing? What is your opinion about in-store advertisement? What is your suggestion related to the banking industry? What is your suggestion to the labor laws? Like you are asking them to respond in their own words, that is we say it as open questions. So total 4 type of questions need to be think, and which type of questions you wanted to take. Second one is this questionnaire format. Suppose I am taking only 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 or 1 to 3 I am using it. Then you have to think about the format. How should be the format? What questions first to be asked? Next what? Like that is you have to design it. That is called as questionnaire format. Format is clear. Sequence of the respondents will be very easy. Yes, one by one. So later slowly you are going to increase the quality or main information. In the initial stage, simple information you have to gather. So like this, that format you have to create it. Am I clear? And last thing is that hypothesis development. If questionnaire is clear, then you have to think about the hypothesis. Hypothesis means nothing but the questionnaire, is it relevant to the problem or relevant to the thesis, and are we going to get the proper results or not, that you are going to test it through the hypothesis. If hypothesis is clear, then your questionnaire is perfect. You can go ahead. So these are the main components you have to think it before drafting a questionnaire. And another important topic related to this is organizing or designing of questionnaire. How do you organize? How do you design this questionnaire? Simple points you have to remember. First thing is that determine the required information. Before drafting the questionnaire only, you have to consider, you have to think, you have to keep it in your mind, what information I want, what is my research. Now how to draft this questionnaire. So related information only you have to take, not irrelevant, which is not required. Please don't take such kind of questions, only relevant. So that is why you have to focus on the, where is the marker? It's here. So determine on the required information only, what is required for me. In the same way, next one, determine the type of questions, what type of questions I wanted to take. As we know that 4 type of questions are there. Which type of questions are useful? So that you have to decide it, type of questions. And third one, determine the content of individual question. Individual question, focus on the individual questions. Suppose say I have designed around 25 questions. Each and every question, once again you have to focus and you have to consider it, you have to rethink it, then only you can go ahead for the final questionnaire. So that is why determine the content of the individual questionnaire. Any changes you want, any alternatives you wanted to do, please make it very clearly. With a calm mind you have to observe not only yourself, if possible, your supervisor, if any experts are there, take their advice also, because questionnaire is the base. Based on this, the further research we are going to proceed it, right? So that is why need to be very careful. Fourth point is that deciding on wording of questions, what words you are using it. That wordings you have to be very careful. Proper words you have to use, crisp word, relevant words you have to use it. So here you have to remember few things. One is it must be simple. The wordings must be simple. The respondent can easily understand in such way. And whether you are using positive or negative statement, that is also must be clearly mentioning. Clearly you have to mention it that it's a positive or negative, and whatever you are saying it, your intention should reflect properly. The same way, define the issue. Exactly what is the issue? My project or my thesis is related to particular thing. So that one, that issue, that problem, it has to reflect. That is why we say it as define the issue in the question. In the questionnaire, it has to reflect it. In the same way, there should not be any kind of ambiguous. Avoid it. Any kind of controversy, conflict, and any kind of such kind of things are there. Please avoid such kind of questions. It must be fair and clear and no doubts at all. Ambiguous questions, avoid it. So these are the things you have to remember while drafting your questions, wordings related to the wordings. Next one is that decide on question sequence. Question sequence, how should be the question sequence? First thing is that you have to get the basic information. Questionnaire, 25 questions as I told you. Basic information first I will collect it. If basic information got it, then classification information means getting in a little bit depth of the topic or issue. Then after that, identification information. Identification means the major problem we are focusing. This is major part. First one is just, it's like warm up. Second one is important, third one is much important. In that way, question sequence should be there. Clear? Next one is the decide on length of questions. Sometimes the questions may be very lengthy. It will be difficult for the for the respondents to respond or read the questions. Such kind of lengthy questionnaire generally people don't accept. They blindly put the tick mark, they blindly give the response if it is not clear. So that is why it must be as simple as possible, so that every respondent can understand and every respondent can give their feedback easily without any hesitation, fair feedback. That is possible if the length is proper. Let me tell you my experience. Once I prepared a questionnaire, very lengthy questionnaire. Then after that, when I have compared with hypothesis and from the respondent's point of view, I felt it is very lengthy. Then 4 pages questionnaire I prepared. Then I have cut down everything and questionnaire pattern changed and I made it only 2 pages. 2 pages means respondent can easily. 1 page means that would be like what do you say, project, small project, MBA projects, 1 page questionnaire they prepare. PhD means actually 4 pages, 2 sides, 4 pages I prepared it. Then respondent felt easy, comfortable, and personally I went to the respondents and I took the data. In that way the questionnaire was designed. Anyway, coming to this, the length of the questionnaire you need to be very careful. And next one is that decide on layout and reproduction. Layout and reproduction means that you have to focus on the altogether questionnaire, how it is, acceptance of questions, whether the respondents are going to accept or not, and ease of control. Do you have the control over the questionnaire? Do you have command, or do you have a proper understanding about the questions? That is, and ease to handle, I can handle it easily, that kind of confidence which is required. So in that way you have to prepare the layout of the questionnaire. Next thing is that everything is over. So far we have decided very clearly the questionnaires, what type of questions to be asked and how it should be. And lastly you have to check questions, check the questions properly, what I have drafted, is it proper or not, like check it. Then after that, before going to the respondent for the questionnaire, for your answers, you better to go for pilot testing or pre-testing. Pilot testing, pre-testing means, suppose say you will take only few questionnaires. Suppose say 5 or 10 I have taken, I am collecting the data and I am going for the testing, that is pilot testing we say. Pre-testing also you can say, any word you can use it. So with that you get a clarity, some clarity you get it. So if that pilot testing is clear or pre-testing is clear, then finally you can go for revision and final draft. If this is clear, then only you are going for this point, okay. So this is final. Revise it once again and also final draft you have to prepare. Questionnaire is ready. Ready means your work is done. Just simply you have to distribute this questionnaire to the respondents. Give them a particular time, don't simply leave. Within 1 week, within 2 weeks, I want your response. Give them a time bound and then wait for, and if they don't respond, remind them, and you have to be behind the respondents because it's your work. Am I clear? So that's about the questionnaire. Take a screenshot or note down. In the coming classes, we will discuss more about this research methodology. By the way, there are many subjects which already covered in our channel. Check out the playlist. All these videos are prepared with lots of time and energy. Please use it. And also don't forget to share these videos. Everything is free of cost for students community. Use it and just carve your career. Revise it before exams. Throughout the semester you have to study. Before exams just revise it. Follow this simple funda. You will be the topper. Trust me, and good luck.